Alright, this is game 3. We're going to go ahead and go in. This is Echo Isles. We're going to have Yumiko spawning in as the gray human on the left side of the map. He's going to be up against eMaLfans spawning in as the blue human on the right side of the map. And this is 1-1. It's game 3.
It is 1-1. That's a great call.
And that's not a spoiler because it's game 3 and it's a best of 3. That has to be 1-1.
It has to be 1-1, yeah.
It's logical.
It is logical. It has to be 1-1. There's no way that is it possible? I'm trying to think of like
it's
loophole.
1-1. Nope, no loophole.
Trying to think of like
no loophole.
There's no way. There's no way. No freaking way. You think they're gonna do the same thing? I hope not. I want to
see Naga first and versus. I want to see Naga first versus Alchemist first, with like rifles versus dragons.
Oh, okay. I wanted to see like just mass militia.
Oh, I don't think that's a viable strategy, man. What are you talking about?
It would be pro.
That's
actually
not gonna win. What I said has a good chance of winning.
It does. It depends how many you make.
Yeah, if you make like 7 dragons, there's no way you can lose.
Yeah, that's a lot of dragons.
And you can see Archmage versus Archmage. Pretty standard mirror so far in the game. As you can see, just going back between each player's base. I mean, it looks basically the same. It just looks like they've been flipped around a little bit.
What's that?
The bases.
Yeah, it's like one of those mirror reflections.
That's why they call it a mirror. The mirror line is in the middle of the map, and they're just. Except this map isn't symmetrical. Did you know that?
I did know that.
It's very annoying because you can see down here, if you look at this gold mine on the lower right, you can see how there's barely any place to build on. Essentially, it's very, very covered by a lot of water. And if you look on to the left one, there's like a ton of places to build. And that's really a big deal. It matters a lot because if you're doing a strategy that requires you to do some kind of proxy buildings down here, you can't do it if you're on this side of the map. So it requires you to be on the left spawn, which is really weird, and it's just messed up.
I've noticed that. It's really weird that they don't share the same land.
Yeah.
Like,
and on top of that, back when wagon pushing first started in Undead versus Human, if the human player spawned on the left side of the map, they were at a disadvantage because you could proxy in Necropolis down here, and you could build some ziggurats and a slaughterhouse to speed up your wagon pushing, and you couldn't do that on the other side.
Yeah, you can't. There's no way.
Yeah, so it's annoying.
Yeah, eMaLfan privately creeping his militia while going on the harass. Pretty good. Yeah, privately.
Privately creeping?
Peasants are doing it in private.
I mean, I guess. Alright.
I used the wrong term and you fucking...
I was curious. I was like, what is that?
I didn't know what I was saying either, but like, what was I supposed to say?
Okay, look,
what's the term I'm looking for?
Anyway, so we see eMaLfans being very aggressive right now. You just have that Archmage at level 1 and 3 footmen running into Yumiko's base. Yumiko is currently teching. Of course, we see eMaLfans actually taking the tech advantage. We're going to see a water spawned inside of the block. A really nice way to spawn your water elementals. That's going to require a lot of militia to deal with. That's going to be a big problem, and that's one of the big reasons you see a lot of arcane towers being built sometimes by human players. As you can see, he's going to get that water elemental up against the trees, so less of those militia can actually attack it.
Yeah. Yep.
And you just see that Yumiko is really not looking good right now because, as you can see, he's got so many militia. He's just not getting wood right now. As you can see, he only has 13 wood. And he's not collecting any at all. And if we look over here, we can see that eMaLfan currently at 220 wood. So that's a big disparity. It's at least 200 wood down for Yumiko, and that's going to make a big deal going into tier 2.
Yeah, it definitely is. I mean, you don't want to be... Sorry. You don't want to be teching into tier 2 with no wood, because then... you're not going to be able to build anything. He's going to quickly run those back and send more militia, but I really think he shouldn't be creeping these big things. He can creep the orange mine without any militia, I feel, at this rate.
Well, I think what he needs, I think he still wants to use militia just to be safe. And we can also tell that he's going to take the experience advantage over eMaLfans, but eMaLfans has plus 12 damage picked up by Claws of Attack, so he has plus 2.
eMaLfan's going to get into Yumiko's base and try to pick up a peasant. He's going to get 1. He's going to get 2, and this is really crucial. This is crucial.
At least 2 more peasants are going to go down right here. As you can see, that one right there that was building that farm, as well as the militia that's running away. Those are both going to go down, and we can also tell that eMaLfans has a boost of speed right now. This is a map where, you know, getting a boost of speed is a big deal. We can see level 2 being picked up just from picking off these peasants. You can see more peasants are going to go down right here as well. It looks like as they run into this base, you can see that Yumiko still at 33 wood. He's in a big heap of trouble.
Yeah, a lot of trouble actually. This could be the turning point. Yeah, I guess calling to militia has its consequences. I was gonna say he's gonna push this off, but at the cost of all of his tech.
Yeah, we can see eMaLfans up about 400 wood on him. I mean, you can see that Yumiko gonna have to go ahead and throw down a lumber mill. He just has to do anything he can. Probably will be researching the lumber upgrade at this point. He needs more wood. Big time.
Yeah, eMaLfan throwing down his double arcane sanctum. He's on a perfect timing right now because Yumiko's not going to be able to do that. Maybe Yumiko's, that's why he's building the lumber mill?
Well, yeah, of course. Yumiko needs the lumber mill. He needs more wood. As you can see, he's only at 83 wood. He can't even throw down to one arcane sanctum if he wants. Lumber mill, it costs 120 gold or something. I believe it's 120 gold. I'm not sure, but it's only gold either way. It's not. It doesn't have a wood requirement, so it's something that gets a lot of wood. And we can see that the eMaLfans down here gonna have a creep pulled on his footman right there. It gets ensnared, and he's gonna go down. But I think it was to the creep, so no experience really fed to Yumiko. Of course, Yumiko does have a level 3 Archmage compared to the level 2 Archmage that eMaLfans has.
Yeah, due to that creeping of the Merc camp.
Indeed. The
Really
question
effective.
is, will that be worth it? And we're gonna find out because we do have a Mountain King on the way, but it's gonna come out. It's gonna come out after both of these Arcane Sanctums are up for eMaLfans.
Yeah, and keep in mind, Yumiko is just pumping peasants for wood. They're at equal food, but Yumiko has about 10 of that, 20 of that food in peasants.
Yeah, and here comes eMaLfan once again into Yumiko's base. Just going straight for those militia. We're going to see another one die. One more is going to die right here. You're going to see a TP coming in, and at this point, eMaLfans could just walk away. And you can see that he's only had 166 wood for Yumiko. But again, just losing so much time to buy wood. And we can see he's finally going to be able to throw down one Arcane Sanctum after both of the Arcane Sanctums are up for the other person. And that's a good point. Yumiko does not have a shop, and he really can't afford the time to bake one at this point.
Yeah, he's definitely looking really.
Doesn't even have the wood for it.
He's not looking good, and I mean, eMaLfans looking deadly with these harass. They do so much damage because not only does it take your hero away from creeping, which he doesn't really need to do at this point, but it's slowing down the economy so bad. And I mean, Yumiko's just about to get there, just about to collect his economy, and boom, there it goes again. He's down.
Yeah, and the thing that's going to be really perfect about this is if eMaLfans goes ahead and throws up an expansion, and it looks like he might be going just for that, because if he gets an expansion right now. There's no way Yumiko can catch up because Yumiko simply can't push right now. He doesn't have anything to push with, and eMaLfans is gonna have a bunch of priests. And once you have a bunch of priests, I mean, versus someone who has no priests, you're gonna outlast that army for so long. There's gonna be nothing that Yumiko can do, and he can't counter expand. He certainly doesn't have the wood for that. As you can see, he's just now getting the shop up, and the second Arcane Sanctum just now coming up. I mean, the first Arcane Sanctum finally completed, but that's, as you can see, 2 towers are going up for eMaLfans expansion. So what are you going to do?
Yeah, you can't really out macro when you don't have you have 1 Sanctum to 2. Second Sanctum's getting triple built, but he's at the cost of depleting even more wood. He has no wood to build units.
Yeah.
Oh, it's hard to watch.
Of course,
because it feels so bad.
Casters are pretty cheap on wood, but it's not going to make a big deal. And here we can see eMaLfans is now picking up level 3 on that Archmage himself, so finally he can now contend with the level 3 Archmage from Yumiko. So perfect timing, getting that level 3 just before this push comes in. We can see that Mountain King taking a ton of damage right here, and that Mountain King, of course, does have a nice potion of greater healing plus a potion of lesser invulnerability, so he should be okay. But we can see Yumiko just so far behind at this point. It's going to be really difficult. It's going to be an entire uphill battle. And we can see that eMaLfans sending out a scout, a footman, just to scout out and see, does Yumiko have an expansion? And I think once he finds he doesn't, he's going to probably be smiling to himself pretty happily.
Yeah. It's not even crept yet. Never mind expoed.
Yeah, much to his customers' chagrin. Chagrin.
Chagrin. Is that a word?
Chagrin. Yeah, chagrin. Chagrin.
What's a chagrin?
It's to someone's chagrin. It's like an emotion.
Oh, okay. Oh, to someone's true grin? Or
No,
chagrin?
Here. Chagrin. Wait, that's not how you spell it.
Chagrin.
I don't know how to spell it. Whatever.
You and your vocabulary, man. I'm learning something every day. I love it.
Whatever, we can see. I don't know how to spell it, though.
Big engage going outside the tavern.
Yes, indeed. Yeah.
And Yumiko doesn't seem to be doing that bad. He's taking down priests. He seems to have the same population, if not. Yumiko has a food advantage. And he's going to pull militia, and if he gains map control, and he scouts that expo...
He's not going to be able to take it down, though.
You don't think so?
No, because look, you can see that eMaLfans, even though Yumiko has technically the food advantage, the thing is like, with the priests...
Oh, he's going to try to surround the Naga. Oh, he doesn't get it.
I think a lot of that is from militia. I think he has a lot of militia. I think he's made so many peasants right now. I'd have to count them. But if we look in his base, we can see he's still getting wood with one guy, but he has, well, he's got all these militia out here. Gonna lose another one. You can just see eMaLfans just right-clicking, going directly for these peasants, killing these peasants. And essentially what these peasants mean, when you kill all these peasants, it means that again and again and again, Yumiko simply cannot expand. And if you can't expand, you can't counter-expand, and you can't stop your opponent's expansion, you lose.
Yeah, that's true. Yumiko putting a lot of money into his army. He's got a Spellbreaker now, but gonna get focused on that MK. He's got an Invuln on it, but gotta be careful. That Naga's getting surrounded.
You have to pass the TP.
Yep, nice TP.
And TPing out.
Not a bad play. Nice win there for Yumiko. I mean, every win counts when you're this far behind.
Oh, yes. Big deal. But of course, he's just staying far behind at this point, too. As you can see, after every one of these engagements where both players lose about the same amount of units, eMaLfans comes out way on top because he can just remake them no problem. Whereas for Yumiko, he's like, crap.
Yep, and eMaLfans knows, hey, my opponent has, you know, almost the same army with me. I can contend with it. I'm going to bank. I'm going to try to gain as much money from this expo as possible so that when I want to end the game, I'm just going to go quick 70 food and I'm just going to push.
Yeah, we definitely might see that banking. Or we might not, in all honesty, because in this sort of situation, it's not really a bad idea to not bank, just to ensure that you don't lose any fights.
Yeah, I mean, he does have the economy lead regardless, right? So.
Yeah. Because he knows that his opponent simply cannot afford to throw up an expansion at this point. And here comes Yumiko with more militia. Yumiko saying, you know what though, if I can't expand, I'm going to use my militia to every bit of advantage I can. And that's what he's been doing. He's bringing these militia into every single one of these fights. And this time it looks like eMaLfans. Here's the thing, eMaLfans is going to have better items going into this fight. As you can see, he does have a potion of healing on this Naga Sea Witch and a scroll of healing now, as well as a potion of lesser invulnerability on that Archmage.
If he could take out this expo, or at least kill some peasants, he could take an advantage. He does have the army advantage right now.
I don't know. He would have to take it out, I think, to take the advantage. Even if he killed all the peasants there, I don't think he would be enough. I think he'd have to kill the building.
But not. This is a pretty good push coming from Yumiko.
This is a pretty good push. I mean, he looks like he's gonna bring down some towers. It would be quite. I would be quite surprised if he does it, though. If he does, it would be quite the turnaround.
And he has a lumber mill. He's gonna build guard towers with these for sure.
If they can stay up, yeah.
Arcanes.
Arcanes are probably a better choice because these water elementals are a big deal, as well as the priests. But who knows? We'll have to wait and see. And you can see in this fight, it looks like it's just back and forth right now. eMaLfans just, at some point, eMaLfans might just bring in a bunch of militia. The problem is with the Mountain King on the field, you have to be careful. But of course, that Mountain King is very low on mana. He has no way to regen it other than Brilliant Aura. And every time he walks in range of that Arcane Tower, it's been whacking on him. So we'll have to wait and see.
Yumiko winning the micro battles, taking half damage on that Spellbreaker when he's rallying. Not the best thing. You don't want to be taking damage on your units, although he couldn't avoid it. So
yeah.
Yumiko looking really good, but I mean, eMaLfans just gonna sit with his towers. He has a huge lead. He broke 50 food now.
This Arcane Tower is about to go up though, for whatever that's worth.
Yeah.
Oh, and now is when he starts attacking it. Really good play. Just let that go up so he can't be canceled.
That was a good play.
Here comes some more priests moving in. This
Yumiko's wood.
And there comes a scroll of healing. So yeah, at this point we can definitely see that these Spellbreakers for eMaLfans are doing a lot of damage. They're tanking everything, and of course with the priest in the back, they don't have to worry too much about that. We do have the Arcane Tower advantage for eMaLfans as well here. He does have the rally advantage. Here come those militia, those Mountain King very, very low. Mountain King very close to level 3 though, so he doesn't want to. eMaLfans needs to be careful to not lose any more units. But as you can see, he is up about 2,000 gold mine from this expansion, and that's starting to really take an effect. As you can see, he's at 64 food, whereas Yumiko is at 49.
Oh yeah, huge population lead.
But we will see. It looks like Yumiko going to take the item advantage, picking up a scroll of healing and a potion of lesser invulnerability on his Mountain King.
Yeah, I think what he needs to do, just to gain any advantage at all, is just run in. Try to get rid of those towers and try to gain a footing into the expo where he's controlling the tempo. I mean, if eMaLfans gains the advantage and sits in there, he could just sit in there all day with the economy lead, just building units. I mean, Yumiko needs to take like a firm control of the fight,
the battlefield. Yeah, I would say, but at this point, it's probably too late. We do see that Yumiko is down 21 food from eMaLfans. I mean,
yeah, it is.
That's a huge lead, and we can see that eMaLfans picking up an Ogre Mauler, which will do really well against Spellbreakers. It does do normal damage, which does extra damage to every Spellbreaker. It has 850 life and 3 armor, which makes it a prime candidate for being healed by priests. It is essentially a knight. And
wow, yeah, and now he's eMaLfan or Yumiko's gonna go for the main.
Yeah, and eMaLfans is already teching the castle at this point. So even though Yumiko's gonna go for the shop, it's gonna be one of those situations where we're probably just gonna see eMaLfans TPing, and he does buy a second TP. Why not? Second TP, and will we see a scroll of healing? No, he can't afford that just yet, but he does lose his shop. Unfortunately, he doesn't have any slow at all, so he can't really stop. He can't really force a fight here. Besides with the Naga, of course, the Naga, but has the slow, but it's not going to be enough. He's not going to be able to get close enough to target anything. Maybe this water elemental, but that's not really a big deal.
Yeah, and Yumiko's wood's so bad he can't expo at this point. It's gonna come down to a decision really soon. It's gonna come down to, does Yumiko take a fight and lose? Does he take a fight and do something really good? And it doesn't seem like that's possible at the moment. eMaLfan has such a huge lead.
Yeah, eMaLfans just took the tech advantage on his units. As you can see, Yumiko about to have his first armor upgrade completed. Actually, I say tech advantage. I don't think he did he? Look, let's see.
They're about equal, but Yumiko...
No, I'm sorry. I had that wrong. I meant to say Yumiko is about to take an armored attack. Yumiko just took a tech advantage and about to take an even bigger one, as you can see now, because the spellbreakers for eMaLfans are 1-0 and Yumiko is at 1-1.
Yep.
So that's a good... I mean, you need the armor upgrades. You need the upgrade advantage if you can in this sort of situation. As you can see, Yumiko is at 62 food now, but eMaLfans is at 69. So, and with Yumiko having the tech advantage, he might be able to pull out a win here in this fight. It's gonna be very difficult. Of course, we can still see that wood is a big curse for him, but he has been able to spend his gold fairly well. As you can see, he's down to 200 gold, 200 wood, having a little bit of excess wood at this point. It's starting to make a little bit of advantage. He's starting to make a huge recovery in the game.
Oh, here comes a call to militia. He's gonna try to surround. Maybe have a better concave, try to surround these. Oh, he's going to get the priest. He's going to get the priest.
We're going to see Yumiko or eMaLfan just kind of running right.
eMaLfan's Archmage taking a lot of damage.
Going to go ahead and use a healing potion and try to run away. Might getting able to force a TP, but we might
MK has to pop an Invuln too.
Yeah, we can see that Naga at plus 24 damage with 4 claws of attack plus 6 and a boost of speed. What a very powerful Naga. Hitting level 4 now, he's going to be able to just do a ton of damage. And this Mountain King, the Mountain King trying to be very aggressive, but that Mountain King cannot attack right now. He cannot really run in. He just have a
range.
Yeah, and he has a scroll of healing, but it's probably not going to be enough. But we might actually see the Naga going down. The Naga goes down. Oh, wow, eMaLfans.
What a nice win.
Oh, eMaLfans going to lose the Archmage as well. Maybe will he get the TP out? Just getting the TP out at 38 HP.
And what turned out to be a 21 food advantage turned into a 6 food advantage.
Ooh.
Wow, what a fight by Yumiko. Like, that's the thing about Yumiko, is that he's so solid with his micro. I mean, that was a pure micro battle, and the instinct to call militia, sandwich those priests. eMaLfan lost a lot of priests.
Yeah, and we can see eMaLfan, so he's going for a paladin third. And he had to panic TP as well, and so he's in a bad spot right now. He's
without the Naga, I mean, Yumiko's gonna...
This could potentially be a good game right here.
Yeah, I mean, this is...
I don't think so, but I mean, I'm looking at this situation. I'm saying eMaLfans is trapped in his own base. He can't get out with his army.
I wouldn't say it's GG, but it's looking really bad for eMaLfan. I mean, his advantage, your advantage is gone if you're spending so much money.
He's going to lose the paladin that he just made, isn't he? Surely he will. Maybe not. I thought for sure he would just go in there and bolt it and kill it.
The paladin, he canceled the paladin. Oh, no, wow.
The paladin's out, yeah. It's going to go down, and yeah, I mean, here's the thing, right? Is Yumiko has a ton of mobility right now, and eMaLfans can't do anything.
Yeah, and I wouldn't be surprised if he tried to stay at 60 food and maybe try to get an expo up while he has the map control.
Yeah, I mean, like, I think we're seeing eMaLfans sending a peasant from his expansion.
Oh, he's not going to be able to get that Naga out.
To the tavern, so he's going to have to tavern back his heroes. But this is a bad situation for eMaLfans to be in. He's trying to make a knight. And you can get that knight out, but you know, he can't get out of his base, and when you're in he's literally trapped in his own base. Yep,
and now Yumiko's going to try to supply block him with killing these farms.
Yeah, we can see that the Naga was taverned, but farm is going up right there, so he's going to have to go to the shop. He needs to what he needs to do is sell a claw, buy his TP, and a scroll, a staff of teleportation. But it looks like
it's a really nice game we're seeing from Yumiko. I honestly thought it was over.
Yeah.
I thought that eMaLfan would dwindle down Yumiko, and then we saw two really good fights outside the marketplace, and then right outside the marketplace to the left a bit. Yumiko taking really good fights, pulling militia, and wow, I mean, eMaLfan's supply. He's not supply block now because he's losing army as well as the food. Like farms.
Yeah, Yumiko's actually taking the supply advantage. He's at 64 out of 72, and you can see that eMaLfan's down to 59 out of 66.
That's amazing. That's amazing.
I mean, yeah, and Yumiko's doing all of this.
He went from 21
one
food
base.
down. Yeah, on one base.
And he still has the tech advantage. 2-2 breakers versus 2 eMaLs 2-1.
Wow,
Which
it's
is crazy.
It's economy. It's how you use your economy. I mean, eMaLfan banked, remember, for a bit before he broke, and I mean, I feel he should have took this advantage, like you said, and maybe you know, you're ahead in economy regardless if you go up in food count because you're gonna have a higher army or you're gonna have a higher economy, whichever route you take. And he chose to bank. He chose to stay at the same army, and that's why Yumiko was allowed to take these fights. I mean, it's as simple as if you have a bigger army, pulling militia won't save you. If you're
well, I mean, that sort of is what happened. I mean, to be honest, I mean, Yumiko pulled militia.
It's true. But I mean, it was too late. When he pulled militia and had that big fight, it was about 70 food to like 60 food.
No, well.
Instead of doing it like
yeah,
70.
but those units weren't in the fight yet. They were still being made.
Oh, okay.
But I don't know. But either way, here's the other thing though, is that the gold mines are about to run out for the main one. There's about 1,000 gold left in it. So if eMaLfans can just hold his position here, keep making farms, and just hold this.
That Naga's gonna have to pop that invuln.
Maybe not. Maybe not. Very close though. Very, very, very close though.
That MK's got hammers of steel.
Yeah, the Mountain King's not nearly close enough. As you can see, he's kind of stuck right there. So this is a situation where it's like, I don't know who's going to win this, but eMaLfans is up to 70 food. We have that Paladin out. Oh, the Paladin's going to immediately go down once again. Oh, Paladin just feeding. Level 1 heroes are not good, but here you can see Yumiko losing another priest right there. Just doing his... eMaLfans doing his best. He's keeping those spellbreakers in the front line. If we can look at his expansion, we can see he has a... Gonna go ahead and get that altar, reviving the Paladin once again, but he needs to maybe make some Araxes down there or something to get a barracks or maybe something, but he's really low on wood at this point, actually, to be honest, because he's been using a lot of his wood peons on units.
Oh, he surrounds the Naga. Naga's gonna go down.
This could be good game.
I think it is. I think Yumiko's gonna come back. What a huge...
What? He let the Naga TP out with the Mountain King, wasn't paying attention. He knew it was Invul, and when he started to staff the teleportation out, the Invul wore off, and he actually got out of that surround. That was really good. Really good play by eMaLfans. Bit of a mistake by Yumiko. He's probably kicking himself at this point.
Yeah, he must be kicking himself at this point. He had such a huge lead. He still can pump units while Yumiko...
I mean, he is outmassing Yumiko. He does have better tech still, and he does have more units, 72 out of 78 versus 64 out of 84. So, I mean, here comes some more priests to reinforce Yumiko. Yumiko about to hit level 6 on his Archmage, while we still see level 4 on eMaL's Archmage, or eMaLfan's Archmage. eMaLfan just now hitting level 5 on that Archmage. This is going to be a problem, but yeah, now the mines are just now running out. As you can see, 100 gold left in eMaLfans and out for Yumiko, I believe. And I'm just going to go ahead and call to militia the remaining 5, trying to take this fight. As long as he can win this fight right here, if eMaLfans can just win this fight, he does have that Paladin coming in. He does go ahead and reinforce with Mercs. He has an Organ Mauler and a 4-stroke Berserker. He's actually forcing Yumiko back. Wow.
Yep, and that's what he needed to do. That was a good call. Militia pull, the Mercs. You might as well use your economy to buy Mercs. Mercs are so deadly in this matchup, especially that Troll Berserker. And the Ogre Mauler can just tank while your breakers do some damage.
Indeed. Indeed. eMaLfan's now in a really good spot. We can see that Yumiko going to have to come down here and creep out his expansion with the militia because they're actually low. He hasn't crept that out yet. And then after that, he's going to have to long distance mine because he can't afford to throw up an expansion yet. Doesn't have the gold.
Yeah, but I think Yumiko feels safer fighting in his at his main.
Probably, but we do have 3 farms right here from eMaLfans at the tavern, because he's been having to make farms. We can see level 5 being picked up on that Mountain King, still not level 6 on the Archmage, but only 20 experience from it. I mean, oh.
And I'm surprised eMaLfans didn't push because he has the ability to push as the army, and Yumiko's units were so low.
Yeah, but right now for eMaLfans, he just needs to go buy items. And he'll be in such good shape. If he gets the shop items, then he will win. And that's one of the things that we saw Yumiko doing. Once he got the shop items, he actually was able to turn the game around just a little bit. And so the shop items, if eMaLfans gets them, then it's just going to be a devastating effect.
Yeah, definitely. And here we're going to have a huge engage outside the tavern.
Better positioning for eMaLfans. But he did lose the Spellbreaker first. But it is better positioning for him. Of course, we do still have to consider the fact that he is still out-teched. He does all those Spellbreakers for Yumiko do have 2 more armor. And all eMaLfans really needs to do at this point is get down to that shop with his heroes first. If he can do that, then he's going to be able to win this engagement without a doubt. But Yumiko's doing a really good job just trying to stop that from happening.
Yeah, and eMaLfans does have a pally. If he keeps it safe, it's going to be deadly with heals, and eventually it's going to have aura, which will negate the 2/2 advantage of the spell break.
I don't think he would go aura. I don't know.
Think he'll go divinity?
I think he would.
Wow.
I mean, if he wants to use it passively, then aura would be better, but I don't know. I don't think he would do aura. It wouldn't be a bad choice. It's just, it's so hard to pass up invulnerability.
Okay.
Especially versus a Mountain King that's level 5.
Yeah.
We'll have to wait and see, though, if it happens, if he gets level 2.
Is under siege.
But we'll see. This fight actually going towards Yumiko's favor, really. He's at 69 food. eMaLfans is up to 78 or 73, but we can see eMaLfans not getting bolted on the paladin.
Oh, and it bashed. Oh, it's not gonna. It's not gonna make it out. It's gonna make it out.
Trying to keep that paladin as far away as possible from that Mountain King.
This MK is using his mana. He's running out of bolts. You know, it's good to see he's using.
Well, he has level 3 Brilliance Aura, so he's just regenerating mana very, very quickly.
Yeah.
I think right now we need to see more mercs coming in from eMaLfans.
I mean, this is where...
Oh, he's got Knights on the way now. Oh, Knights could be the turning point because Knights will destroy Breakers. Knight Priest much better than Breaker Priest.
Yeah.
Now you can start to see this is going to happen. He's going to have to focus on that Knight immediately. Getting that Knight out of the fight, just going ahead and soak up a Bolt, but also taking a Holy Light. In the meanwhile, there are some priests. There's an exposed priest right here for Yumiko. It might go down. Just taking a little bit of damage, but actually not going to go down. Of course, this fight is going to be at eMaLfans' shop, which is going to mean that it's going to be a bit of an advantage for him just because he's there. But, I mean, obviously Yumiko doesn't have a lot of choice. He has to take the fight.
I mean, that Naga's kind of useless at this point. It's just a big attack with the plus 18. But as for special abilities, he can't do anything against breakers. He can attack the priest, but he's not getting in range. And you see, like, he has a ton of mana, not really being able to use it. I mean, keep in mind he has aura, but I mean,
yeah, I mean he has the mana, and that's the issue is that he's good at killing priests and he can give a nuke. But other than that, you're right. It's not a huge amount. But yeah, I think what we might see is if eMaLfans just comes to this mercenary camp and buys all those mercs, I think he would be in such a better position right now. Just run them all in, just suicide because he has the economy for it. You know, just take that fight, do your best to get the advantage right there. Force Yumiko to run away or to just take a bad fight here. But this is people fighting for their lives, and Yumiko doing such an amazing job. Down to, I mean, eMaLfans, remember, is at a 10,000 gold advantage right now. A 10,000 gold advantage, and Yumiko's still holding his own.
Yeah, it's crazy. I mean, I still can't get over the fact that he came back. Not only came back, that he's on the offensive.
Yeah.
It's crazy to think that. I mean, it's just I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what to say. I'm at a loss of words.
It's very intriguing.
eMaLfans definitely taking the army advantage right now. The spellbreakers are dwindling for Yumiko, and that's what eMaLfans needs to do.
Yeah, that bash, the fact that the bash affects spellbreakers, though, is definitely coming into play here. As we can see level 6 on the Mountain King. Of course, he doesn't have mana for Avatar. That Avatar could be a big deal. We might actually see Yumiko win right here. We might just see that. As you can see, I don't know for sure, but it's one of those things where it's like we might see it happen. A level 6 Mountain King is absolutely devastating. If Nagasiwich got level 6, he might be able to do a lot of work with that, but a level with a Paladin on the field as well, it's going to be very difficult. As you can see, eMaLfans down to 63 food, Yumiko down to 66. I mean, and his gold mine's about to run out. He's only got 1,500 gold left on that. So, I mean, going to see a nice staff on the Knight. Of course, buying the staff before the shop did go down. Right-click on that Mountain King. You might be able to kill the Mountain King. If you can kill the Mountain King, it would be in good shape. But the Mountain King actually looks like he's going to be able to get away. Really needs to kill the Mountain King. That would be amazingly good for him. And that would probably secure the victory. But he's going to have such a hard time doing that. Anyway, you see, it looks like eMaLfans has some units in his base, but he can't really do much with them. As you can see, he's really low on gold right now, just making priest right now. But what a game! I don't know. I don't know. You know. Oh, we're seeing a TP in. Oh, a mass teleport into eMaLfans' main base. This could be, as I've said many times before, the good game. Because at this point, eMaLfans, that is his reinforcements. And he kills a Knight, no problem. We do see eMaLfans trying to take a better positioning than him. But he's going to be doing this with a fairly unfortunate situation no matter what. You can see that Mountain King is going to have enough mana for a bolt at this point. I'm going to go ahead and bolt the Naga. He might actually went Bash level 3 instead of Avatar because of the fact he just doesn't have a lot of mana. But I have no idea. I don't know. He's going to go for right-clicking on that Mountain King once again, but again, it's just not going to happen. It does look like Yumiko's going to pull out the win here. I really think he will. As you can see, I mean, eMaLfans fighting as hard as he can, but you can see he's down to 53 food. Yumiko up to 66. It's just Paladin taking a Bolt. Paladin going to get staffed to the main. But very close to level 2, but he has been very close to level 2 for some time now. You can finally see a breaker going down there, but it's for Yumiko, but it's just not, the Paladin wasn't in range to pick it up, and Paladin really could have used level 2 for that invulnerability. We can see that these Yumiko's Spellbreaker Army Core right here, just doing so much damage, picking off Priest after Priest. You can see another Priest about to go down, maybe not. It's 28 food, or 28 life, so take 2 more hits, but it looks like it's going to be able to stay alive, and we have a core of Priest for Yumiko as well, and Yumiko just still making units very occasionally, because he's long distance mining. It's not the greatest thing, but it's sort of working for him, and yeah, I would say Yumiko now attacking the castle. He's in a good spot. He could very well, he could very well win the game. We do see, though, eMaLfans is creeping out this orange camp right here. There are a couple more orange camps, or 3 more orange camps right here, here, and here, as well as this green that if he would just decided to go creep, he might be able to do something with, but I mean, it would take a lot of time to do that, and it doesn't look like he's going to have that time. Level 5 is on that Naga now. There's level 5 on the Archmage and level 2 on the Paladin. And, of course, he did go with the Divine Shield. That's just very important versus high-level Mountain King.
Yeah, sorry about going MIA. That MMA. Oh, wow, nice bolt dodge.
Yes, indeed. Very good bolt dodge by the Paladin.
And I can't. Yumiko's still, even on long distance mining, he's still competing. I think it's just coming down.
He's got the lead at this point. As you can see, 63 out of 78 food versus 58 out of 90. We have a Knight out on the field, but the problem is that eMaLfans just can't take any kind of aggressive positioning here, and Yumiko just constantly taking the aggressive positioning, and that's what's really wearing down eMaLfans. He can't kill things. They just keep getting retreated and healed.
Yeah, I'm probably going to see a bolt on the Paladin. Yep, and the Paladin's probably going to go down there. And honestly, there's nothing eMaLfans can do at this point.
It's the fact that the Mountain King can bash these Spellbreakers. He bashes something and it's just going to die, and it's just...
What an unreal game.
That was a really good game.
Like, just the comeback.
Yeah, at this point, it's just a matter of time. Here's the Avatar.
Yeah.
1700 HP on that Mountain King, just doing plus 20 damage, with, of course, a ton of attacks from the Gloves of Haste. Just whacking through things at this point, completely immune to magic. Plus 5 armor. He's just doing some work now.
Yeah, I mean, this is going to get scary. Level 8 Archmage.
Yeah, I mean, wow. He's got, I believe he has 1 level of Blizzard at this point, so we might even see some Blizzard.
Yeah, 33 food against 60. Like, eMaLfans, we're going to see a GG really soon. I think he's just trying to give his last...
Well, he's run out of gold now, so he's not mining any more gold.
Yep.
So he had 12,000 gold advantage, pretty much exactly 12,000 gold advantage. I mean, and still just unable to pull it out, just because the Mountain King's so much more powerful than the Naga.
There's the GG. What a game! I can't believe Yumiko came back.
32 minutes, 33 minutes.
Oh, what a good game.